Today on In the Wood Yard, it is the debut of the baby dumper. Here we go. What we have here is a baby dumper. This is a N&N galvanized dump trailer. Now my dump trailer that I bought a couple of years ago from Thumb Trailers in Michigan is a 6x12, 10,000 pound trailer, so it has a 7,000 pound capacity. This is a miniature version of it. This is a 7,000 pound maximum trailer. So my trailer, this trailer weighs 2,300 pounds. So maximum payload is like 45, 46, 4,700, something like that. So this is a 6x10, so smaller, but this is gonna be perfect for the deliveries that I do most often. 1 face cord and 2 face cord deliveries. Or if you're in other parts of the world, 1/3 of a cord or 2/3 of a cord. It'll fit wood. So I did the measurements on it, comparing my other trailer. It is 50% as big, volume-wise, because it's shorter in length, it's narrower in width, and it's shorter in height. So it's 50%. In my other trailer, I can haul 4 face cords or a full cord and a third. So this one will fit, when I fill it full, loose, will fit 2/3 of a cord or 2 face cords. Now, for those of you that think you have to stack your wood, go right ahead, stack it. I have learned, because I've delivered thousands of measured cords and face cords and all the amounts of however you want to figure it. I know how much it takes to fill my trailers volume-wise with the proper amount. And then I throw a little extra on. I always over-deliver. So I know the volume of this is going to be, if I have it completely level, thrown in loose, is going to be 2 face cords or 2/3 of a cord. So I'll put just a little bit of a crest on it and it'll be extra. I would always rather over-deliver, always, because I don't want to short anybody. And not having to stack and measure wood in my stacks all the time, like I used to, saves me hundreds of hours and thousands of muscle aches. I just don't have to do it anymore. I know what I've got here. Generally, for those of you that want to figure it out, volume-wise, if you throw your wood in loose as compared to stacked, it's about 25% more volume, give or take just a little bit, depending on how big your chunks are, I suppose, or how small they are. But it's about 25%. So it's a pretty good rule of thumb. And the easy way to do it, if you're not sure, take a full cord, stacked, measured, and then throw it into your trailer or truck, whatever it is you're hauling with, and then look and see how it fills it, and then mark lines so you know where it's got to go. You know, maybe start with 1/3 of a cord and then know how full it's got to be, and then put in 2 more 1/3 of a cord, so you got a full cord in your trailer, however that is. Throw it in loose, and then mark it so you know if you got a bigger trailer, and then fill it all the way full with maybe another 1/3 of a cord or 2/3 of a cord, depending on how big your trailer is, and you'll know how much wood you need to have in there. And if you do it often enough like I do, you will know. And I always have people that tell me when I deliver wood to them, it's like, wow, there's more wood here than I thought I was going to get. And a lot of times I will stack wood for people in their racks out of my truck when it's just 1/3 of a cord. A lot of times older people will pay me, or people that just want me to do it will have me stack their wood right into their rack. And if they got a rack that's 8 feet long, 4 feet high, which is a face cord or 1/3 of a cord, which is what a lot of people get, when I stack it in there, it should be level at 4 feet. Almost all the time, not almost, all the time, there's more than 4 feet. It peaks up and has a crest to it at about 5 feet or so. So I'm always giving them a little bit extra. Now, some of you that are accountants, you know, bean counters are going to say, well, you're giving away inventory there. You know, over time, that's going to cost you. Well, what it gains me is customers that are very loyal to me because they know I'm giving them more than they paid for. They're always happy. I've never had anybody say, well, you gave me too much wood. I've never had that. They're like, wow, thanks, that's awesome. So it helps people come back to me because they know they're not getting shorted. It's one of the major problems, of the 2 major problems, that most amateurs or part-time people do when they're selling and delivering firewood. The number one problem is they're selling green wood that is not ready to burn. The second problem is they short people. Those 2 things alone, if you could not do that, your business will do much better. Those are the number 1 and number 2 things that I hear and see all the time. I'm going to stop talking. We're going to load this trailer right now. All right, it's time to fill the trailer. That was number 1 and 2. First 2 pieces I ever threw in here. Hopefully there'll be billions more. So one of the things I want to mention is that people have been asking me, you know, how come you didn't cover your wood this year? Are you going to? Well, I kind of ran out of time. I was going hunting and trapping and living life and doing things. I had planned on covering a lot of it with tarps, but what I have found is that it wasn't that big a deal. We just had a couple different snowfalls. We had one that was 5 inches, another one that was like 14 or 16 inches. And I don't know, the wood's just fine. The snow is fairly dry. The top layer has a little bit of snow on it, so as I take it off, I just kind of do one of these and chuck it in. And the wood is dry, so it's not a big deal. We've had below 0 temperatures for quite a while now. I think today it's like 5 or 6 degrees right now. So I'm just taking this top layer off as I do it, and I just kind of do this. And the snow comes off, and as I go through the pile, it's I know you can see it's clear enough. And this is all going to get dumped and then stacked at the people's house. So the little bit of snow that's on here is not a big deal. And because we live here in Wisconsin, we have snow, everybody knows that. So it's not a big deal. But yeah, it would have been ideal to not have any snow. Just peel it up, peel the cover back and go. But I don't know, it's been just fine. So we're gonna load this puppy up now. Oopsie. And then we're gonna go down the road and do a dump. And then we're gonna do it again. So both my orders today are for 2/3 of a cord. One of them is going to a customer that buys a couple loads every year, and the other one is going to my pizza restaurant because he's just about out of wood again, and he needs wood to make pizza, and you got to have pizza. That's like an important thing. So we're gonna get this loaded up. Now I'm gonna put in this mixed hardwood here. This is a lot of ash and maple in here, and some ironwood is what's in this pile. And then I'm gonna go over it. I got some birch over there. I'm gonna put a little bit of birch in here too, because this is going to the homeowner and I know he'll like birch. So we're gonna put some of that in. So first off, we're gonna put in a bunch of this, and then we'll put in some birch, because they have a little wood stove that they burn with, and this will be just fine. All right, let's speed this up a little bit here and stop talking. There it is, loaded. All I gotta do is put the tarp over now. I gotta tell you, this little trailer is awesome. Because it's lower, it's so much easier to load. I don't have to throw it up and over the sides. How my other trailer is so high. And this little guy here, I don't know, it's just super handy. I like it so far. So we're gonna throw the tarp on. I got it about as full as I can get, so I think we're good. First time using this tarp, well, first time using a trailer, so let's see. Oh, it's just gonna fit. Yeah, I won't be able to add much higher than this, because that's all the tarp will get, all the tarp will do. I am maxed out. Matter of fact, I don't know that I can get it into the catch down here. I think what I'm gonna do, I got these bungees. I'm gonna wrap a bungee around a couple times, and I think we'll be good. There we go. Here, I'll show you what I did over here, because that is maxing the tarp out. That's all she's got. So the tarp would be nice if it was another, I don't know, 6 inches longer, because then I could get the end over. I'll show you down here. I'll take you down. So we got it all the way across, and I hooked it in right here where it goes in a catch. But over here, I couldn't quite reach it. That's as far as I could get it right there. I couldn't quite go over that hump. So I wrapped the bungee around right here, and it's on there, so we're good. And then these here, I suppose I could clip these down too. Might as well. There we go. Do one more, just because we can. There we go. Nice and secure. All right, let's go make a baby dump. Go a little farther. So I just backed up the trailer nice and close here, and I tried to get it right alongside the pile like I've got it here. So I'm within just, I got just enough room to stand right here, and then grab the pieces and just throw them right in. And you can see, because of how high this is, it's like elbow height. I'm able just to grab and just go right like this. I don't have to throw it up at all, which is really nice. I like the little trailer a lot. So we're gonna load it up with another load of mixed hardwood here that's going to the pizza place. And we're gonna fill it up and go down the road and make another little baby dump. So there it is, another load of mixed hardwood is in. And again, I got it as full as I could get it. I got one side of the tarp to catch, the other side I had to use the bungees to get it down because I can't quite get the corner on it. But it's as full as I can get it. And it's gonna be great to go down the road with this. Now, I was thinking while I was loading this, for those of you that have smaller trucks or like a SUV or something like that, smaller size one, say you got a Toyota 4Runner, Nissan Pathfinder, maybe a Chevy Blazer, I don't know what the Ford is, Explorer, or say you got a small truck like a Toyota Tacoma or a GMC Canyon or the Chevy, I forget what they call theirs, the mid-size trucks, the Ford Ranger. This trailer would be a perfect size because size-wise, it would do everything you need it to do as far as what you can maximize your towing. Because when this is loaded, plenty of weight back here, nice size. My son is going to borrow this a lot, I think, because he's got a Toyota 4Runner, and he will enjoy this because he does a lot of landscaping and work on his yard. He's kind of fixing up his house, and this will work really good for him for hauling dirt or debris, stuff like that. And he's only about 25 minutes from me, and I think he's going to like this a lot because he used my big trailer a couple times with my truck. And it was more than he really needed. But this would be able to come and just get the trailer and use it for a day and bring it back, so it'll be really good. I also think I'm gonna have some friends. They're gonna see this, neighbors, buddies of mine are gonna go, hey, can I use your little trailer? I think that's gonna happen, which is great. I mean, it's a nice little trailer. So down the road we go for the delivery to the pizza place.